Hello, today we will discuss about the very important group of viruses, and that is pox viruses. First of all, we are going to discuss about the main property of the pox viruses. The pox viruses are actually their genome are double-stranded DNA molecule. They are the largest viruses. Among DNA viruses, the largest viruses are pox viruses. Now they have actually belong to the family Fox viridae, and the medical important viruses in this family include smallpox virus, Vaccinia virus, Molluscum contagiosum virus, con- Molluscum contagiosum virus. The pox viruses, you should note that it is very important to know that pox viruses are the largest viruses and the most complex viruses. You know that all the DNA viruses, mostly DNA viruses have icosahedral capsid, but pox viruses have complex viruses, they have complex capsid. Now, the most important property of pox viruses that they are brick shape viruses we have discussed in the previous slides. Actually, they contain linear double-stranded DNA, a disc-shaped core with a double membrane, and a lipoprotein envelope. They are enveloped viruses. Very important property of pox virus is that actually the virion contain DNA-dependent RNA polymerase. What is DNA-dependent RNA polymerase? The type of RNA polymerase that form the RNA from the DNA is called DNA-dependent RNA polymerase. Now, what is the function of this enzyme? This enzyme is required because the virus replicate in the cytoplasm. You should note that this is DNA virus. All the DNA virus replicate in the nucleus, but the pox virus replicate in the cytoplasm and does not have access to the cellular RNA polymerase. So, which is located in the nucleus, so it replicate in the cytoplasm. Smallpox virus is a single stable serotype. Now, among the pox viruses, smallpox virus have single serotype. And what does it mean? It means that it is which is the key to the success of vaccine. You can make vaccine against the smallpox viruses if the antigenicity varied as it does not in influenza virus. Eradication would not have succeeded, but it is a single serotype. That is why vaccine can made against the smallpox virus, and this is the reason that now smallpox virus is eradicated mostly from the earth. Smallpox virus infect only human. There is no animal reservoir. Now we are discussing smallpox viruses. So smallpox viruses are also called variola virus, which is the it causes the smallpox. It is the causative agent of smallpox. It is the only disease that has been eradicated from the face of the earth. Eradication is due to the vaccine. Vaccine are available against the smallpox virus. There is concern regarding the use of smallpox virus is in of bioterrorism. In the previous era, smallpox virus were used in the bioterrorism. Bioterrorism actually the use of the biological agent in the terrorism is called bioterrorism. Now smallpox viruses of animal origins such as cowpox and monkeypox. Smallpox virus is most important is that it replicates in the cytoplasm and does not have access to the cellular RNA polymerase which is located in the nucleus. So smallpox virus or replicate their genome in the cytoplasm. Another important virus is Molluscum contagiosum virus (MCV) is a member of the pox virus family, but it is quite distinct from smallpox and Vaccinia viruses. The lesion of Molluscum contagiosum is a small, actually 2 to 5 millimeter. Now, flesh color pupule on the skin or mucous membrane that is painless, non-puritic and not inflamed. The lesion have characteristic cup shape crater with a white core. Look at this. This is actually the lesion of the molluscum contagiosum virus, MCV virus. The lesion is composed of hyperplastic epithelial cells. These are hyperplastic epithelial cell, which is cytoplasmic inclusion that can be seen during diagnosis. When you diagnose the molluscum MCV virus, you should note that it will form inclusion bodies and you can see it through a microscope. The inclusion body contain progeny of MCV.